Did you know that most of your decisions aren't really yours? That the brain you think you control is actually controlling you? It might sound strange, but your mind is constantly shaping your thoughts, emotions, and even your actions, often without you realizing it. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden ways your brain controls you, and how becoming aware of this can change the way you live your life. Your brain works with two main systems: the conscious mind, which is what you're aware of, and the unconscious mind, which does the vast majority of the work. In fact, research shows that up to 95% of your brain's activity is unconscious. This means that many of the choices you think you make deliberately, what you eat, which route you take to work, even what you say in a conversation, are influenced more by automatic processes than by conscious thought. Think about it. Why do you reach for your phone almost without thinking, scroll through social media for minutes, or grab your morning coffee out of habit? These actions are controlled by the autopilot of your brain. Structures like the basal ganglia store habits and patterns, while the prefrontal cortex is supposed to manage decisions, but often it's overridden by stronger impulses from older, more primal brain regions. This is why habits are so hard to break. They're literally wired into your brain. Your brain also loves to play tricks on you. One of the most fascinating ways is through confirmation bias. This is when your brain shows you information that supports what you already believe, while ignoring evidence that contradicts it. For example, imagine you've always believed that you're bad at math. When you fail a math test, your brain immediately reinforces the story. See, I'm not good at math. When you succeed, your brain might dismiss it as a fluke. This bias shapes how you perceive reality every day, without you realizing it. Memory is another area where your brain takes control. Our memories are not like video recordings, they're more like stories we tell ourselves. Each time you recall a memory, your brain reconstructs it, and during this reconstruction, it can change details, mix events, or even insert things that never happened. This is called memory editing, and it's why eyewitness testimony is notoriously unreliable. For example, two people can witness the same accident but remember it completely differently. Or you might swear you remember a conversation word for word, only to realize later that it never happened exactly like that. Psychologists call these false memories, and they're far more common than most people think. Emotions are heavily influenced by unconscious brain activity as well. Sometimes, you react before you even think. When someone cuts you off in traffic, you might feel instant anger. Your amygdala, the brain's emotional center, triggers this reaction before your conscious mind has time to process the situation. This is known as emotional hijacking, and it explains why people sometimes act irrationally or impulsively. Your conscious mind might say, "I shouldn't react this way," but the initial reaction has already taken place. Even your daily routines are under the influence of brain autopilot. From brushing your teeth in the morning to checking your phone at night, most of these behaviors are guided by patterns established over time. Neural pathways in the brain reinforce these behaviors, making them automatic. This is why habits feel effortless and why breaking a habit can feel nearly impossible. But the good news is, just as your brain can form automatic habits, it can also form new, positive ones if you consciously train it. Your brain also influences your perception of reality in subtle ways. Have you ever noticed how two people can witness the same event and describe it completely differently? This happens because your brain filters and interprets sensory input based on past experiences, beliefs, and expectations. You're not just seeing reality, you're seeing a version of reality shaped by your brain's assumptions. So, what does all this mean for you? It means that a lot of your life is being run on autopilot, and awareness is the key to taking back control. By paying attention to your automatic thoughts, questioning your memories, and deliberately creating new habits, you can influence how your brain operates. Techniques like mindfulness, journaling, habit stacking, and even simple reflection exercises can help you gain more conscious control over your life. Your brain is incredibly powerful, mysterious, and sometimes deceptive. It can make you remember things that never happened, react before you think, and follow habits without realizing it. But understanding this is liberating. Awareness doesn't mean you'll control every thought or action immediately, but it gives you the opportunity to pause, reflect, and choose, instead of simply reacting. So next time you act without thinking, Remember, your brain is always at work behind the scenes. The more you understand it, the more you can guide it, and ultimately, guide your life. If this blew your mind, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. What habit or behavior do you think your brain is secretly controlling without you even realizing it?